Hello everyone, and welcome to the first tutorial about learning how to do standard HTML. I think it's very important to start with HTML. It's the origins of, all the crazy scripting that is going on now, such as Java, HTML5 even, MySQL, all those. If you know the original HTML, it's a good starting point to master those. So this could work in both Apple Computer and Windows. I have an Apple Computer, and to do this I'm using TextEdit. If you have a Windows computer, you could also use other simple text files that should be in the accessories or tools folder. So you could find them in the TextEdit, you could find in the applications. And basically make sure your format is plain text. And with these writing applications, you can make HTML files by saving them as .html. And then there's a very simple template to get this going. And when you're giving a new command in HTML, you have to put them in brackets. So first I'm going to let this file know that it's an HTML file by, within brackets, going HTML. And when you end a command, you have to have a closing bracket that looks like this. You just put a slash HTML. So now the file knows that it's HTML. And the reason I'm putting this slash HTML all the way in the bottom is because all the content that you're going to put in the file is in between these brackets. And then in this ordering, you also have a head. And within this head, I'm not going to put anything in it right now. Oh yes, I am going to put one thing, which is the title. Title, my first HTML file. And guess what? I'm going to close this also, so the file knows that this is the title. The title always goes within the head. Along with titles, you can also put style sheets or CSS, and also Flash Java scripts within the head. So I'm going to get out of the head because then I'm going to begin my body. And within the body, you put text, imagery, all the content you want to put within your HTML file. We're going to start with really simple coding. I'm also going to close this here. Usually the sooner I remember when I'm closing, the better. So that is the standard ordering of the HTML file, the standard template. So if you remember this, you can just get going. I'm going to save this now. Save as index.html. Now your usually an opening web page is called the index page. And you're going to start putting all your HTML pages in an HTML folder. Everything has to be organized in such a way that the files can be located. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. So yeah, there's my name. It's the name of my computer. I'm just going to make an HTML folder on my desktop. I already have one, so I'm going to call this one HTML2. And then you should separate any additional media you have. You should organize it. So I'm going to put another folder called images, and the index is going to go within here. Index.html, hit save, use HTML. And there I have my HTML file. I'm going to go ahead and close this. You can see my very messy desktop. Yeah. Here we go. Double click. Okay, this is supposed to be here. There we go. So there I have my folder, the folder with the images, which is empty right now, and the index. And then you could add some other HTML pages. You could call it, I guess, anything you want, depending on how you want to create links. So you could create links within the folder, which can be explained later. Now, if you see the icon here, it's a Chrome icon. Because it's recognized as an HTML file, it will create a default as a... I just double-clicked on it. Let's see if it opens. Try again. And as you can see, it's empty because there's no content in it, but you could see the title is there, so it is correct so far, the template. And this is how websites work. The /// it's within a it's within an address, or the word's not coming to me right now, but I will explain that later. But it can locate where the file is, so it's in my server. That's the word I'm looking for. It's within a server. So the server is my computer. Rizdy, that's the name of my computer. Don't ask why. Desktop. So it's on my desktop. Then here's the folder, HTML2, and within that folder is index.html. So whenever it's going from point A to point B, it's creating a slash, a folder within a folder. So that's the end of part 1, understanding how to begin an HTML file.